I was a teenager. I don't know. I was a punk, you know?
Yeah.
So I was against everything, basically.
Punks are really good at finding out what's wrong with everything.
Yeah.
But we were never so good at coming up with ideas of
Any
what's better.
solution.
Exactly.
There's a lot of finger pointing.
Exactly. So God was not in the picture, of course. But I would say that Krishna was always, around. I had friends that were devotees when I was teenager.
Oh, wow.
Well, of course, I knew about shelter.
Hmm.
Also, this band from Buenos Aires, Sudarshana, that I listened to a lot. So I don't know. I think that the punk hardcore scene really taught me a lot about spiritual things.
It's unbelievable how the punk hardcore scene is such a feeder for Bhakti Yoga. The Lord
does have
Chaitanya's
answers.
magical plan.
It does, yeah.
Then what made you turn the corner?
Actually, there was a very close person. He is my ex-partner, and he actually taught me about the podcast. So we started listening together. We started going to programs together, cooking together, offering food, doing all the stuff, you know.
Nice.
And I just felt that this is where I belong. I don't know, that I was looking for something and I didn't know what it was till I got to meet Krishna. So, yeah.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Live from the Govardhan Eco Village in beautiful Maharashtra, India. This is Wisdom of the Sages, a Bhakti Yoga podcast with your host, Raghunath, and co-host and senior educator of the Bhakti Center in New York City, Kaustuba Das. Welcome to the show, everybody. It's Tuesday, January 13, 2026, episode 1721. Good morning, beautiful people. Here, live with a whole crew from our Wisdom of the Sages retreat. Not the entire crew. I think some of the crew are resting. I think jet lag still hitting. But how's it going with you, Kostuba?
Wonderful. New group has arrived now. And all really great people. We're studying Bhagavad Gita together every day, and it's been nice.
We got a good group, and the teacher training group is just like over the top. Yeah. They're all like, let's go to Mangalartik again. I'm like, okay. I was like, we got a pretty packed day today. Are you sure? I'm not talking them out of it. But very, very inspired teacher trainees as well. Mridanga school is out there slugging away.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a really, really good group. And I think it's our biggest group we've had. Like here, our whole team is like 79 people.
Yeah, that's good.
Pretty much. Yeah, so we're going to do a special episode of Meet the Pilgrims.
Okay.
Because I think it's interesting, whether it's like the journey home, punk to monk, autobiography of a yogi, or just hearing someone's story about their journey and what pushed them forward on their spiritual quest. It's very interesting, and we tend to find our own journey hearing about others, and we find, oh, wow, that was similar in my life.
Yes.
Just perhaps in a different set of circumstances.
Yes.
Right? So, yeah.
I noticed that Punk to Monk was rated above Autobiography of a Yogi, right there.
Well, it's modern day. It's the modern day autobiography of a yogi.
Okay.
I have to say, up there with Jonathan Livingston Seagull, Back in Book of the Dead, the four Vedas.
I'll be here now. And the Bible.
The Holy Quran. So, Prampriya, you have any announcements?
So Prampriya, get her over here.
I do. Coming now to our Sage community platform, we have Kastuba's classes are all dropping. He dropped the ones from the YTT that he gave the last 2 weeks or the last 12 days or so. And now he's giving daily classes that are also be uploaded every day on the Sage community platform.
That's right. So that's like, how many classes did I give? Maybe 10 or something?
Yeah.
So that's probably about, well, I don't know, 13 hours of.
You guys didn't even have to come. You could have just joined the Sage Community Platform, got them all.
Yeah, that's true. And but you know, I was teaching a lot of the same stuff I always teach. So if you listen to a lot of my classes, you can hear a lot of the same stuff. But it was a really inquisitive group, and yeah, and I really let it. I really just kind of let it be directed by their questions. So it went all kind of places. So even if you have heard a lot of the same stuff, I think you'll find there's a lot of new stuff there.
Question: Are you going through the entire Bhagavad Gita now?
Okay, well that's another thing now.
Okay.
But in those classes will start going up, maybe even within hours. Those will start to show up
wow.
on the Sage Community
Great.
Platform, and we'll release one every day. We are going to try. You know, it's about, it would mean about 2 chapters per day, and we're already 1 chapter behind.
That's not good. And they're all going to Elephanta.
Well, no, but that's calculating that day.
Okay.
But I think one way or another, we're going to work through it. We're not necessarily reading every verse together, but we're looking at all the sections in each chapter, summarizing some, and then reading some. So yes, it will go through the whole Gita. At least that's the plan right now.
That's great.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Thank you.
Thanks, Gustuba. Yeah, our show will be back on again at this time slot, which is 6 a.m. Eastern time. We'll be back on tomorrow. And there's still spaces for the Wisdom of the Sages Italy retreat, July 4th through 11th. But sign up now because spaces are very, very limited.
There's some people I know that are interested in that. We got to get to them. Was something said about the big day yesterday? I wasn't here on the show. Yeah.
The birthday extravaganza.
Yeah, was that?
It was
Touched upon
mildly
it?
discussed.
Okay.
We can make that the topic of the show if you like, though. That was
Just make it short.
Are you still accepting birthday gifts, Raghu?
Yeah.
Oh no, that was a cutoff.
Oh.
You know what though? I'll let it extend. Birthday gift acceptance is going to extend for the next following week.
Okay. Good. All right.
That was very beautiful, very
Yeah.
kind, and it really,
We had a nice time.
it really inspired my joy of this whole community and
Okay.
their sweet sentiment and
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna start. It looks like Alexson just walked in the door. Let's bring Alexson down here first.
Okay.
Welcome, my friend.
Alex, should I just kind of get out of the way? Should I let him sit right here? Should he just be right here? What do you think?
Whatever you like.
Well,
Whatever
let's
you
see how it works with him in the
like. You
screen.
sit right here, Alexson.
Alexson.
Alexson's a big Brazilian dude. Now, when you get this mic, Alexson, you got to talk, and everybody else is getting interviewed. Put your mouth right on that microphone.
Hello. Oh, thank you.
And you're very soft spoken. I'm very loud, so you got to take that into account. So, what's your story? We met you this summer. Actually, we met you at the. I met you at the Berkshire Yoga Festival, right? You and Julie.
Yes, and you gave a yoga class that was really nice.
Mm.
I'm still looking for that, but I can't find it even from you.
Tomorrow morning, it's happening.
I think you did that for the yoga festival people. Like you mixed kirtan with asanas, and I was trying to find that in the retreat, and I was not able to find that. Our asana classes was 20 minutes.
Sorry about that. The Wisdom of the Sages retreat, we don't emphasize the asanas so much. So I apologize.
Yeah, but I was looking for the kirtan. You had 20 minutes of asana. We could have 10 minutes of asanas and 10 minutes of kirtan in the middle.
Listen, Alexson, this is not why I brought you up here to state your complaints with me. I'm just getting over my birthday thing.
Complaints can be filed with Prana Priya. We'll take the next guest now.
Sorry.
So how did you end up here with your wife? Are you still looking for that yoga class?
No, not that, not really. Like I really loved the vibe of people. Like I said in the end of the retreat, I arrived here really like disconnected from the spiritual world. I was stressed from work, etc., and people were so nice with us that I thought, wow, seems that spiritual world was affecting people around there, and I think it was. So I felt connected and welcome, and that's why I came here to learn more.
What is you do for work?
I used to work for corporation tech companies. So since July, I was laid off, and I'm taking time off. I was really mad when I got laid off, but now I see the bless that I got from Krishna. Yeah.
And you had a little journey around India before you got here?
Yes.
I was following you on Instagram. I was noticing you're bathing in the Ganga and you're.
Yeah, so you told us that usually people needs a guide because we go to spiritual places and we don't know what we're doing.
Mm.
Correct about that, or did you find that to be untrue?
Both, like I'm a nerd guy, so I can go to internet and read and see what should I do in certain places. So I did that, but at the same time I feel I missed places.
Mm.
Like I heard people talking about Rishikesh, and I didn't know places that people talked. So maybe I have to go back and learn again. But it was nice. We went to the Ganga. It was a lot of things, so I don't know if it was only Ganga that changed my life, but I'm feeling totally different. Like seems a new person from.
One person went into the river and another person came out.
I don't know if it's only the river, but it's a combination of things.
Mm.
Like we went to a cave and we meditated in a cave. I know it's not Bhakti. That also was powerful.
Bhakti yogis meditate in caves too sometimes.
Oh, so I have much more to learn from you. Yeah. So yeah, we did multiple stuff. We went to Kenshidan. Was a bit chaotic and
Where was that?
like Ninkaroli Baba place in Kenshidan. Maybe my
Oh, in
pronunciation is
way up in the mountains.
a bit before. Like
Do you know what you're talking about?
I know. Is that where? I know that in Be Here Now he had another. It wasn't just Vrindavan, but he had another place.
There's a place up in Nainital.
Maybe that's what he's talking about.
Nainital. Okay. And it
yes,
was chaotic.
was really chaotic and the
India's a little chaotic. You know, it's just like chaotic. You go to the wrong temple, it's like you get a bunch of priests trying to shake you down for money. It's like if I was just like knew nothing about this stuff, I just even what I know about it, it's just like I got to get the hell out of here. I'd rather sit in my hotel by the banks of the Ganga, chant the Ganga Stotram, take my dip, and then read the Bhagavatam. I'll feel like that was a perfect day. I find you don't need to take the goal is not to hit and check every box of every temple. There's thousands of temples, you know. Better you just get settled and you hear from people. Find teachers, go to Kirtan, immerse yourself in Kirtan, take bath in the Ganga. It's like a very simple formula. And people run around to all these temples with first of all without even understanding the what those temples are and what to do with those temples. And oftentimes you find that there's so much corruption within the temples. You just, especially for a person from the West, you feel, I'm just getting like robbed by these guys. These guys just want my money. There's nothing spiritual going on here. It might be a holy place, but it doesn't feel holy at all. It feels like they're trying to sell me something or just extract money because they're a priest and it's a holy place and they feel like we're obliged to give because Hindus actually do that. Okay, I got to give money to this priest because I want good karma. Hare Krishna.
so I had a bit of that, but was in the Ganga. We arrived in Haridwar. A guy saw us. He came to us, did a ritual on the Ganga,
Hmm.
spoke a lot of things that we have no idea what was that.
Yeah.
And in the end, give me 500. Oh no, actually he said 2,000. Like no
Then you
way.
got to play bargain with the priest. It's such a bad scene.
Yeah.
It's such a bad scene.
And then the second guy came and I knew, so he didn't take my money.
Right.
Second one.
Anyway, I'm sorry, but I'm sure you had a positive experience there too.
It was learning.
Yeah.
And even the chaotic India was learning, like seeing God, even where it's not peaceful. I could see, like, even in this mess, there is a bit of organization because how come that motorcycles go and don't crash as often as it should?
Yeah, they should be all
Eh,
dead.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah.
Anyway, nice. And how are you doing now?
Amazing. My hands are sore. Mardanga classes.
Acha, acha, acha.
Yeah, and it's really a nice meditation because if I get into the flow,
Mm.
I can play. But if I start thinking about other stuff, I lose it.
Mm.
And I thought it was just a drum. So it's much more than a drum. And I didn't find that in much in harmony. Of course, there is a bit there, but mridanga is much more. That's my experience.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
Haribo, glad you're here.
Haribo.
Directly from Uruguay, please welcome Jess. Bring her
Yeah.
down.
All right. We've been
A
waiting
lot of you know
long
her.
to
She's a
get
regular
to-
on the morning live. And now we got her live.
Welcome
How are you?
to-
I'm great.
Last time I saw you, it was shelter in Sao Paulo, Brazil. You came from Uruguay.
Yeah, that was amazing.
No, thank you. That was fun, super fun. That was a year,
Yeah,
almost a year ago, a little more than a year ago.
He probably came from the farthest distance, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, she flew from Uruguay to Sao Paulo,
yeah, then Doha and Abu Dhabi.
Doha, Abu Dhabi, and then Mumbai.
Exactly.
Wow, 48-hour.
Yeah.
Well, we're glad you made it.
Yeah.
So you've
Because
been listening to the Bhagavatam on a regular basis. We see you every morning. What's it like showing up here now?
it's like I'm in a dream. I cannot believe that I'm here.
You sure it's not jet lag? You might be dreaming
Maybe.
now.
Maybe. But I feel so fortunate, so blessed to be here. I think that I had this idea of my mind of coming since I started listening to a podcast. So now that I'm here, it's the best thing, really.
What was your inspiration to get more and more into bhakti? Like what were you going through, or was there some type of thing in life? Were you just curious, or were you going through a hard time? Sometimes it's a hard time, and people say there's got to be more to this material world. Did you have a specific story you want to share?
Yeah, actually, I would say that I had God in my life since I was a baby because my grandmother, she's a devotee. I mean, she's Christian, but she is a devotee. Yeah, exactly. Abuela. But I call her Lala. So my Lala. um, but once I don't know, I grew up and I was a teenager. I don't know, I was a punk, you know?
Yeah.
So I was against everything, basically.
Punks are really good at finding out what's wrong with everything.
Yeah.
But we were never so good at coming up with ideas of
Any
what's better.
solution.
Exactly.
There was a lot of finger pointing.
Exactly. So God was not in the picture, of course. But I would say that Krishna was always, around. I had friends that were devotees when I was a teenager.
Oh, wow.
Well, of course, I knew about shelter. Also, this band from Buenos Aires, Sudarshana, that I listened to a lot. So, I don't know, I think that the punk hardcore scene really taught me a lot about spiritual things.
It's unbelievable how the punk hardcore scene is such a feeder for bhakti yoga. The Lord
does have
Chaitanya's
answers.
magical plan.
It does, yeah.
Then what made you turn the corner?
Actually, there was a very close person. He is my ex-partner. And he actually taught me about the podcast. So we started listening together. We started going to programs together, cooking together, offering food, doing all the stuff, you know?
Nice.
And I just felt that this is where I belong. I don't know, that I was looking for something and I didn't know what it was till I got to meet Krishna. So, yeah.
What do you do back home?
I'm a teacher. I'm a teacher of English.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I am. I'm also a life coach and a yoga teacher.
All right.
And also, I work with bands. I just drive the instruments around, you know?
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
Are you a botanist by chance, even part-time?
Maybe. Yeah, I do lots of stuff.
What a bio. Yeah. Well, and your time is going good here so far?
Yeah, it's
we're
great.
just sort of new here, but still.
Yeah,
Nice.
I've met a lot of people, make a lot of friends, so I'm so happy.
There's very cool people here.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah.
So you really just arrived like 2 days ago or so, right? So just seeing the Govardhan Eco Village, this is your first impression of India. And what here has captured your imagination or your attention most? Or your heart in some way?
Well, this is like a magical place. I don't know, just being here around nature. This is something that I really appreciate and something that I'm looking for in my life. So I don't know, I feel at peace here, basically. And I can feel Krishna around everywhere. So yeah.
It's so true, you know. I was at the Madan Mohan temple last night.
Mm.
That Madan Mohan temple is like, it's like you're in Vrindavan, but like you're in Vrindavan like 100 years ago.
Mm.
And it was, sun was going down, and Madan Mohan is so beautiful. And nice devotees are there, but it's quiet. But then in the distance, I could hear Gauravani singing from the Yamuna Arti.
Mm.
So that sound is coming across, and it's just like being in Vrindavan, where there's all these temples and there's kirtans coming from all different directions, and everywhere you turn.
Without the cacophony and the insanity.
Yeah.
Just like almost like what it should be.
Yeah, it's a recreation. You know, when I was in Vrindavan taking that course that I took recently, and there's a lot of study of the history of Vrindavan and the different lineages. And for me, in a way, it made me think more deeply, what is Vrindavan? Like, is it more than just like these square miles, you know, at this place that you can go visit in northern India? Or is it the manifestation of a certain type of devotion that's got a certain flavor? And that's, I almost feel like I can feel that, I can feel that here.
Mm.
It's unmistakably Vrindavan, you know, and when you and the way the whole place is not only designed, but the way that the devotees are bringing life to it, you feel that, and especially at certain times of the day, like in the evening and so on, you just feel, oh, I'm in Vrindavan. It's so sweet.
Yeah, well, I've never been in Vrindavan, but I think that, yeah, it should be something like that. So, and also about this, it's like everywhere I go and all the conversations that I'm listening to is about Krishna. So it's amazing. It's something that, of course, I don't experience in my hometown. So
Well, it's like 24/7.
exactly.
We've created a program, all these different programs where you're sort of like all your senses are fully engaged. And then finally you get like whatever, half hour or 45 minutes or an hour before the evening. And then you wind up. And it's sort of like you go to work and you cut home and watch TV and drink a beer. That's what the standard program is. Here is it like you're working all day in Bhakti yoga. And then you wind down, we all come together, we sing, we tell stories, we dance around. And it's just become a big party every night.
Yeah, that is my favorite part.
Yeah. That's what winding down should be like.
And you will come with us to Mayapur.
Yes, I'm going to Mayapur. So
You're gonna love Mayapur.
yeah, I'm so excited about that too.
Great. Me too. I'm
Too.
trying to like be here now, but I'm very excited.
Yeah,
There's
both.
a special flavor of Mayapur that's just
And
undeniable.
Flower Festival, so many things going on. I'm so happy to see Jess here.
I know. Me too. Thank you.
Anyway,
Haribo.
let's have a hand.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's next?
I say we get William down here.
William.
William, come on down. You're the next contestant.
No, Will is a character. I'm just getting to know him.
Yeah.
Seems like a person that's got his life more together than us. You just take one look at him, right?
Well, that looks like he's like a nose
Got a-
breaker.
he's
He
got-
wants to
he's
be.
got- no. He's
Yeah.
a gentleman.
He's a gentleman. Okay.
Yeah, and
big.
He's got a fantastic accent. Let's hear
Yeah.
you say something.
There comes a moment in every man's life when he realizes peaked materially. I'm having that moment now. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
You're setting the bar real low there, William. But thank you. Welcome aboard. So, what's your story? How do you end up here? Do you know who we are?
I know who you are.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, I was just looking for the loo. No, how did I end up here? Goodness me. I mean, the short version, how did I get into Bhakti, I guess. is probably-
Yeah.
Well, it was 2016. I used to work on the streets, and it was very boring. And there were
Maybe he was a leg breaker. What
Yeah,
kind of
maybe
work
that-
were you doing in the street?
I can't talk about it on air. But I used to work on the street selling, rubbish basically. And it's 2016, and I saw a monk, and he was distributing some books, and he just captured my imagination. I just ended up speaking to him for 2 hours. My whole entire sales team was around me, and we're all absorbed. And I was raised in an all-boys monastic boarding school. My headmaster was a Catholic monk, to give you an idea, from the age of 9. So I've had God in my life, but there was a level of depth that Catholicism couldn't quite satisfy my thirst for.
Yeah.
And this guy, textbook answers to just every question I had.
Isn't it great? Isn't it so satisfying to get a good answer?
It's so satisfying.
So satisfying.
Yeah. I'm getting a lot of them from Stuber.
That was exactly the experience that I had with my friends when I was growing up, who were, they just weren't scholars. They weren't monks. They weren't deeply people with any kind of religious background. They're just kids, street kids. But every question I had, they had an answer for, just through reading Prabhupada's books.
Yeah. So he really changed my life.
He was from England, or he's Indian?
No, he was Polish monk, Hare Krishna monk, living in Cardiff, and I bumped into him in Cambridge.
Wow.
And then 3 years later, can I share a quick story about this? Because it's pretty cool. About 3 years later, I was in Maya. I just happened to be in Mayapur. So one thing led to another.
Wait, you were in Maya or Mayapur?
Yeah, both. I was in Mayapur.
Really? So you came to Mayapur?
I came to Mayapur 3 years ago.
Just on your own?
No, I was part of a Hare Krishna tour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I got into the game after.
Okay, good.
Yeah. I'm fast forwarding quite a bit.
It's okay.
And this is about 3 years later, and I was in Mayapur, and I saw him there, and it was just like we happened to be there at the same time. And I looked him in the eyes, and I said, "Do you know what?" He's called Rohini. I said, "Do you know what, Rohini? I really think I'm starting to get the hang of this Hare Krishna stuff." And he gave me the biggest lesson of my life. He looked me in the eye, in all sincerity, and he said, "Do you know what, William? You really, really are." And then he said, "I, however, know I've got a long way to go." And that cracked me open in a way. I was like, "Oh, that's what it means to be humble. Thank you."
That's beautiful. So, wow, you just started hanging out with the devotees where in Soho?
Yeah, in Soho. I was very lucky to meet the Soho crew. I was very lucky to meet my mentor is a disciple of Radhanath Swami, and he just spoon-fed me everything. I feel like I got the red carpet into the Hare Krishnas.
So nice.
Yeah.
And how did you get into Wisdom of the Sages? Or have you heard about us for a while, or no?
Yeah, so I found you guys when I was in living in Bali on the edge of a cliff in the middle of nowhere in COVID. Had no association, and a friend of mine just threw me the Wisdom of Sages bone, or should I say life raft. So I'm so grateful. So yeah, I've been following you guys on and off for a while. I fall asleep listening to you.
Oh,
yeah.
It's business as usual for most people.
Yeah.
But did you stay in Bali for the pandemic, or did they kick you out?
Yeah, I stayed there in the pandemic. Actually, I've got a story about that. Can I tell you?
Sure, I'd love to hear it.
So I was there in the pandemic, and my only association was this podcast. And I found myself, because I had no association, because I'm very, very fallen, my Bhakti practice just starts to drift away.
Like everyone, when we don't get association.
Right. And it was...
Where in Bali were you living, and what, were you around people, or you alone?
So at this particular chapter of the tale, I was in a place called Canggu.
Canggu, yeah, that's where our friend lives. Siggy lives. You know Siggy?
I will soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, not yet. But no, I don't know Siggy.
Okay.
So this was in 2020, 2021. And I just found my Bhakti really drifting off. And I realized it was gymnastomy, and I kind of knew what that was. And I thought
Gymnastomy is Krishna's birthday, Krishna's appearance day.
Yes, it's the Hare Krishnas. And so I thought I'd make the effort. And so I was like, I could go and do my material stuff, or I'll make the effort. So I drove an hour to the temple, got there. Turns out it was closed. I got there the day early. But a monk comes down. He later on tells me, I never come outside, but Krishna told me to come outside, and he saw me. And he said, by the way, you're a day early, but come and see the deities. And then he told me, oh, and also, by the way, you do realize there's a temple 100 meters away from where you live. Now, I'd been searching for a temple I've been searching for
100
one.
meters.
And it gets better. So I'd been searching for a temple on Google Maps, and there isn't one. It's just the one that's an hour away, which is an effort to get to. It turns out I just moved 100 meters away from a secret temple. And
Secret.
Yeah, that you just caught Raghunath's imagination.
I know.
Secret temple. Temple is great, but secret temple.
temple.
it's a guest house called the Krishna Guest House. You'd have no idea there's a temple inside, but there is for people that know. And so not only did he say to me, there's a temple 100 meters away from you, but also there just happens to be a Swami stuck on the island during COVID. And I was like, you're kidding me.
Who was the Swami?
Kavichandra Swami.
It was Kavichandra Swami.
Boom.
And it turned out that I was his only Western association there. So we used to chant together and all sorts of stuff. So I had no association, took one step towards Krishna, and he gave me Kavichandra Swami, being my next door neighbor. And says like, Hare Krishna. So yeah, thank you for letting me share that story.
That is a great story. Wow. And you stayed through the whole pandemic. You stayed there.
I did. I
They
didn't
didn't
leave.
get you out.
No, they didn't. I didn't leave for about 4.5 years. I didn't dare.
Wow.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah.
You outstayed. I'm just curious now. You outstayed your visa? Get
Uh,
out of there.
there's wonderful loopholes in
Yeah,
certain
okay,
parts of
good,
the world.
Good.
But no, I didn't do anything under the table, but not illegal.
Okay, great. Wow. That was a Krishna miracle.
That was a Krishna miracle.
Yes.
Now, what do you do now? What do you do for a living?
So I've been coaching for the past 10 years. Thank you for asking. Entrepreneurs, but also life coaching, also other coaches. But very recently, I've just taken on sales director for a friend of mine's company. It's a breathwork company called 90 Breathwork. Check it out. It's somatic release, trauma release therapy. It's really powerful. And I decided to join their team because they're just doing big things and great things in the world. So
Nice.
yeah, thank you.
What a story. What a story. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I
Love to
appreciate
get to know you. Looking forward to getting to know you more and more.
Likewise.
He's
I
been
appreciate you deeply.
So many
Thank you.
great questions during our Gita classes. He's paying a lot of attention, studying. You study carefully, I get the impression.
It's very easy to listen to you with absorption.
But
So
still, I
thank you so
think
much.
Probably when you're at home, you're studying, taking a few notes, things like that. right?
Yeah, a little bit,
Okay.
but not as much as I could be doing. That's for
Okay.
sure.
Yeah, it's nice to have you in the class.
I'm very grateful to be here.
All right.
Thank you. Haribo. Thank
That
you.
was beautiful.
Thank you so much.
We got a good group here, don't we?
Yeah. Who's next?
It's like one Krishna miracle after another, isn't it?
Krishna's working miracles in people's lives.
I
tell
know.
you.
It's
Yeah.
really beautiful to see. Paul from New Jersey, come on down.
Paul. Let's hear it for Paul.
So about 5 days ago, I got a message from Brandy Biz, and she said, I got a guy named Paul coming down. Take care of
Okay.
him.
I was getting the same kind of message from Vikram. This guy, Paul, you got to meet him. He's the greatest
From
guy.
from VCOM. Okay.
Vikram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What's your story,
Welcome.
Paul? How'd you end up here? You got a bead bag.
Yes.
You're
I got-
from
I got
Central
everything.
Jersey.
Yes.
Tell us your backstory, please.
So this is my second time in India.
Oh,
I
wow.
was here 2 years ago. So it's great to be back at the Govardhan Eco Village. It's just magical here, different energy.
So cool.
And I'm happy that my friends warned you that I'm coming. So, and basically, about 3 years ago, so I do travel physical therapy in the
Mm.
United States. So I traveled between states. I work for contracts. And I just decided to drop everything in New Jersey and drive across the United States to California. It took me 15 days just to start a new job, by myself. And I saw, like a post for a yoga retreat.
Mm.
I didn't know it was through the Bhakti Center in the Bay Area in San Francisco. So naturally, I'm from New Jersey. So
It was where?
Because San Francisco has a Bhakti Center.
Oh, okay. Through San Francisco devotees.
yes,
Okay.
yes, sorry, in the Bay Area.
Oh, okay.
And naturally, I was there from New Jersey, so I saw a yoga retreat, and I was like, let's go find some nice yoga woman. This is just brand new. This
I
is
get it.
free Bhakti. Free Bhakti.
We get it.
Free
Okay.
Bhakti.
Right now, she's leaving. She's like, I'm out of here. This is a bunch of nonsense.
Free-
Dominica's like, what is this guy?
Free Bhakti. But it was a great yoga experience. But then I hear music, and Kirtan, of course. It was.
Or are you in the Bay Area at this point?
Yes, I'm in
Okay.
the Bay Area. Yes. So this is this is the yoga retreat itself.
Okay, you're at the yoga
Yeah,
retreat.
so we did the yoga portion of it.
You had nothing. You knew nothing about Bhakti.
Very
Okay,
little.
all right, good.
Very
Keep it
little.
going now.
Yes. So, yes, and then in the other room, I hear Kirtan playing with the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, and it was just a beautiful experience to try to just get absorbed in it and hear this sound. And at the end, Rana Swami came as a guest. Krishna Miracle as a guest speaker. And I was like, hey, I've seen this guy on YouTube. I've heard of him. I was very, this is not too much exposure to Bhakti. And he gave a beautiful lecture. And I was too scared to say hello to him. Hopefully, maybe I'll see him this time around and go over down Eco Village. Yeah.
Couple days.
Yeah. And then that same night, the retreat ended. Everybody was leaving because the next day in the Bay Area was Ratha Yatra, the Festival of Chariots. And a few devotees and monks invited me to come.
So wait a second. You were thinking about a yoga retreat and meeting girls, and next you know you're
Rather than
hanging out with a bunch of Hare Krishnas. They changed you up.
Oh yeah, it gets better. It gets better. So that night, the retreat ended. Everyone was leaving. The devotees invited me to come to Ratha Yatra, but I said, "I'm sorry, I have a date tomorrow. Can't make it." That's okay. Come back around. But that same night, out of hundreds of people who were at the retreat, my car gets stuck in the mud. So about me and 10 devotees were pushing. We're trying to get my car out. I'm alone in California. I don't know anybody there.
Wow.
I'm like hours away from my home. And
Where was this? I'm curious. Was this at Mandala Springs?
no, it's
Okay.
there's another temple in the Bay Area, south.
Yeah. ISV.
It's kind of Silicon Valley.
Yes, closer.
Okay.
Even lower, I think. There's another one. Yes, I built Santa Cruz, maybe. One of those. It was
Okay.
one of those. So I was far from, I don't know anyone there.
Okay.
So my car was stuck. Me and a whole bunch of devotees couldn't get the car out. And thank you, by the mercy of the devotee who owned the property, let me stay there. I slept the night.
Kitchen and all that.
No.
Okay. Interesting.
Just
Now
at the
I'm
Bhakti
curious.
Center
Oh, she's connected with them.
yoga retreat. Yeah. It was just
Okay. All right. Continue on. Now I'm
Yes.
really, really interested.
So we wake up, my car was still stuck. I was able to get a towing service in the morning because they were available. And I said, you know what? Let me just stop by San Francisco to look at the Festival of Chariots. Why not? Just to see.
Why not?
They told me to come, So on my way home, I stopped by, and the San Francisco park is huge. It's like
Yeah.
Central Park.
Yeah.
Golden Gate Park. Thank you. And, I'm just walking around looking for the entrance of, the beginning of the festival. A van pulls up and out right in front of me.
30 Hare Krishnas
And they
grab
took me back and they strapped me in. And out come the 3 devotees I met the last night. And they're like, Paul, I thought you said you're not coming. You have a date.
Out of the millions of people you
out
could
of the
have met.
millions of people. I said, would you guys, they invited me to help them set up for the festival. And that's when I met a great devotee. He answered questions amazingly. And towards the end,
Give us a name.
I'll have
Remember?
to look it up. Ananta something. Shout out to Ananta. He was in Brooklyn. He was a devotee in the Brooklyn temple. He was living there. I'll get the name.
Hmm.
He doesn't live in a bush.
Yes, I'll find it, but I'm not sure. But I'll find it. But thanks to him, I bought the stack of books, and on the bottom was the Gita. And here I am, 3 years later. This is my second time in India. 2 years ago, I came with the Bhakti Center from New York City, where
Wow.
we did the pilgrimage, which was Govardhan Eco Village, Rishikesh, Jaipur, Vrindavan, everything.
So cool.
And that Vrindavan trip, I bought this bead bag, bought some deities, and they're actually here with me today to come back home.
What a
So,
story. What a
beautiful.
story.
So thank you for having me here.
Nice. That is a great story too.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
Glad you're here. And how did you get into the podcast?
I've been just listening to it over the years, but now as my actually Vikram told me about this retreat, and Kastuba, he showed me your Gita Collective class, and it actually changed. It was amazing. the class you had. I've never had such depth to the Gita, and I was like, I need more. So when
Very
when
good.
I saw this retreat, I said, sign me up.
So good.
I got a one-way ticket here, so don't know when I'll go back home, but we'll see. The visa's up to 6 months, so we'll see.
Are you coming to Mayapur with us?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Yep.
perfect.
So I'll be there.
After that, there's Rishikesh. You could come there if you like.
Perfect. I'll tell my mom just to wait a little longer.
All right. Thank you so
Thank you,
much,
guys. Thank you so
Prabhu.
much.
Super great story. I love these stories.
Do we have more?
So nice.
Yeah, amazing.
What was the story? Was that you, Foray? About the Canary Islands, and you went on a vacation, and you. Who was that? That was another crazy.
Frey had an incredible story about her car. I remember that one. Yeah,
How about Vaishnava? You want to come? Come
oh,
on down,
yeah.
Vaishnava.
I want to hear her story. It's just getting to know so many of these people.
I
They've just
know.
been here for 2 days. And
Vaishnava Ananda, right?
Vaishnava Ananda.
How are you? Where are you from? What's your
Good.
story?
I'm from Italy.
Italy.
I'm from Italy. Yeah. And I moved from Italy to Canary Island actually in 2009.
Okay.
And just there, I met some devotees. Yes, well, they saw me doing yoga at the beach, and they said, "Oh no, you should know Bhakti yoga. Come at this party on Sunday." And then I went in this apartment, and then I want to just get out because I saw all these Western people dressing Indian, and I was like, I don't know. And then I decided to stay. And they were listening some classes on Bhagavad Gita actually, and Divina Commedia of Dante Alighieri, which is an Italian classic. And then I started to ask about who was speaking, and then they said, "This is Matsyavatara Prabhu. He has a school. He's teaching all that." Okay. And then I grabbed all the classes that my friend had. My friend, this guy who was a devotee, and then
Matsya is, well, I was with Radhanath Swami the other day, and Radhanath Swami said, Matsya Prabhu is coming. I said, wow, now he has a similar story to you. And he was a young man, went to India, went into the Himalayas, found yogis. He goes, Radhanath Swami said, yeah, it was slightly similar to mine. I was a college dropout, and he was already a well-to-do, respected furniture maker and an interior decorator, featured in many big magazines. So he was sort of in Italy, and he ended up designing the Prabhupada Pushpa Samadhi in Mayapur. He designed the whole Villa Vrindavan temple. He's quite an impressive person. He has his own sort of like a parallel movement in Italy, which is like a yoga center and meditation center that I've been to. I know him specifically because he's a guru to many of the straight edge kids in Italy. And
Yeah,
this is
I've seen him speak, but of course he doesn't speak English so much.
not so much,
Yeah.
but yeah, he always had interpreters. And,
Yes. But I was fortunate enough once to tag along. He invited Satyanandan Swami,
yeah.
and Satyanandan Swami took me along to what is it called again?
Averna.
Averna.
So San Francis played.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
Averna.
I went there with him. Were you there?
No, but I've heard
Yeah.
about that. Yeah.
Yeah, he brought us there. But he's a very deep person, both in his devotion, and you can feel it in his disciples too. You can feel these people are. When I say they're serious about the body, I don't mean like they're like sullen or something like that. But no, but I mean like they have a certain class about them. They have a certain. You can feel from the guru to the disciple that the disciples. I don't know. There's a quality I could see in them, and not only from everything that I've heard from everyone, he also has a very brilliant way of presenting bhakti in a modern and relevant context that really resonates with thinking people like that. Yeah, did you say it like that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. This is how I feel actually
Yeah.
in study with him in the school, and I got to know ragu from some of his disciples, actually.
Oh, there you go.
And yes, and then after many years, I was reading Radhanath Swami book, Journey Home, and then I was speaking with Matsyavatara Prabhu, and he said, he's a friend of mine. You should, meet him one day. And then I decided I book a flight just to meet Radhanath Swami. I didn't have any address, any nothing, and then I arrived at Mumbai at midnight, and I was like, where am I going to do? I didn't have anything booked. And I saw in the plane some orange,
Oh, dear.
I got a feeling a Christian miracle is about to
some orange moving. And I was like, but must be someone related to the temple. And then I ran after, and it was Maharaj, Radhanath Swami Maharaj there. And
Unbelievable.
it was really unbelievable. And then, I bowed down and I said, I came here just to meet you. And he was like, where are you staying? And I'm like, nowhere. I just arrived. And he invited me in Chowpatty, and Raghunath Prabhu was there too.
I was there.
You were there.
When was
It
this?
2015,
Wow.
January 2015. And then I came here, you were here. And since then, I was like, one
Was
day.
Krishna Das here that time too?
No, was
Okay.
Gauravani, you, and it was, I think, one of the first retreats you were
yeah.
doing. And then I always wanted to do a retreats with you.
Ah.
So now I take the chance, and I knew the podcast in COVID, of course.
Oh, wow. That's
You
so
both.
good.
Yes. And I really like how Kastuba teach the Bhagavad Gita, because it's the English version of also what I study in Italian, and I need both. So
What?
you're doing a wonderful job. Thank you.
He is. And I got a question for you. What language do they speak in the Canary Islands?
Spanish?
It's just Spanish.
We
Okay.
speak Spanish, yeah.
Okay. And so were those Spanish devotees that you met?
No, they were Italian devotees.
They were Italian.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
That's even more peculiar.
Yeah, very peculiar. Krishna miracles.
Eh,
You
yeah,
said before.
Krishna miracles. That is an amazing story, Vaishnavananda.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. I'm glad you're here. Looking forward to getting to know you more.
And going Mayapur together.
And you're going to Mayapur, Harry Ball.
Haribol.
We're all going to Mayapur.
Thank you.
Oh,
So nice
great.
to have you here.
So nice.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Harry Ball.
Vaishnavananda. There we go. Come on. Do we have more guests?
I
or-
didn't hear Ginger's story. Ginger, you want to share?
Here comes.
Come on down, Ginger.
All right, Ginger. She's
Harry-
like, all right, they called me. Welcome, Ginger.
Now, when Ginger first came, these guys were so exhausted. I felt so bad for them because I remember they were just all solemn. But then when the Kirtan started that night, some switch went off in your head. You're like, ah!
Possessed.
You were like possessed by spirit.
Yeah, it happens every now and then.
Are you American?
I am American. I'm from Arizona.
From Arizona? Okay, tell us your story. Oh, yeah, you're from Sedona.
Yeah.
That's right.
I mean, I've always had a connection to spirituality. Like I remember when I was a child just being like, I am the wind. I like, the wind. And just so I've always had this connection, and I've been going through different spiritualities. Before this, I would have considered myself an interspiritualist, where I was going to Buddhism or Judaism or Christianity, but
Sure.
anything that spoke about love.
Sure.
Anything that spoke about, we should treat people equally, treat your neighbor the way you want to be treated, but love has always been the thing. Like the first tattoo I got was a Beatles tattoo, but it actually says love on my back. So
It says love on my back.
it says, no, just love. Love on my back. No insinuation there. But so I've been an adult entertainer for 16 years. I've been like, that's my story. So I've always felt like I've been like adult entertainer to Buddhist or adult entertainer to da-da-da. And I'm like, that's such an interesting headline,
That's a
whatever
book.
it is.
That's a book.
Yeah, and the story, I always felt like my story was culminating in like love with a person, so I was always looking for that. A couple years ago, I had this insane mystical experience where I just tasted God in a way that, it was on acid, I'm going to be honest, but like I felt something that like it changed my life, like everything after that point, I was just trying to continue doing these
Interesting.
things, and I didn't like fill up my soul anymore. And
Right.
so I've continued to be searching like through relationships or whatever it is. And funny enough, my ex-boyfriend is the one who introduced invited me here, told me to come, and we broke up the day before I got here.
Okay.
I think that
Bad way.
oh, it was fine. It was totally happened the way it did to get me here, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here.
It sounds like it was you were walking through a door in life.
Yeah.
Right? Like the
Chapter.
you closed that chapter and you walked into a new one.
Oh, totally. And I see the way Kirtan helps me with like my addictions and stuff and things like that. And I'm just considering fully devoting myself to this, which is something that before I came here, I would have laughed in my face if I would have seen myself saying that, like I was totally skeptical. I just wanted to come to India with my boyfriend. Honestly.
Well, there's something about seeing, and that happened to me too when I was a young man, was seeing people who are fully dedicated and just seeing their joy with nothing. And people are working all day with very little, getting nothing in return. Financially, it seems like, why are you so happy? You should be miserable. You should be like the guys who are like out in the streets, holding flags and sweeping the streets, plowing the roads, and miserable and upset. Holding flags? Yeah, you ever see the flag man on the roads, or just sometimes? No. Yeah, those guys are just like they're doing construction, and one guy's job is just to hold a flag. I just feel like, well, you poor thing. You got to hold this flag all day. You know what I mean? But you see a lot of people around here, they're just doing just simple service. And they're very, very qualified oftentimes. Yet there's a joy in their eyes and joy in their hearts. Like, maybe I should commit myself to something, right?
Yeah, bigger than myself,
right,
And
right.
I've had a lot of money. I've had fame. I've had all of these things. And it just did not fill the God-sized hole that was in my heart.
Boom.
And the Bhakti is about love, like with a purely and so I'm like, I found it. I found this whole thing that I had been looking for so long through all of these different spiritualities, and now I found it. And I just appreciate you as a teacher so much. I asked him a question today in class that really broke down a barrier that I had to fully committing myself to this.
I think we find that love is the highest principle in all these spiritual traditions, but it's not always fully articulated. Or sometimes certain saints within that tradition will fully articulate it, but it's not what they put forward right from the beginning.
Yeah.
More salvation is the message than love. But when you get to Bhakti, it's like, no. This is it. This is what we're focused on. This is our goal, is pure love and nothing else.
Yeah.
Nice.
And how long are you staying for?
I'm staying for the retreat, and then I'm doing 2 weeks of seva after.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
I mean, yeah. Well, I just wanted to stay the whole time with my boyfriend, who I don't have now. So.
So now you'll be with some cows.
Yeah, exactly.
They're very lovely.
Everything happens for a reason, and I completely trust that I'm here for this. I don't think that free will exists. I think I'm just the observer of my life, and so I trust that Krishna brought me here for whatever reason, and I'm going to continue to trust the process and learn and grow, and then I really want to help other people evolve their consciousness. That's something I've always wanted. I always thought it was going to be Buddhism, because that helped me so much in the level I was at, but I realized there is the next level.
Buddhism is more peace. Bhakti is more love.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
That is such a beautiful story. I'm so happy to meet you.
Thank you. I'm so
And
happy to
I
be here.
think you are definitely getting drawn in by a powerful spiritual current.
Oh yeah, it chose me. So
Like, it shows you and is sweeping you away. And I just feel like you have the right attitude for it. You're in a full trust. I'm going to trust the experiment and see what happens.
yeah, I trust that all the lessons and the skills that I've been brought into my life are going to serve this, like becoming a DJ, adult entertainer. I'm sorry, but that's going to be a great headline, whatever it is. Get people's names. So I trust the process. And
Thank you, Ginger.
thank you for inviting me up.
Haribol.
Haribol.
Oh, so Virginia.
What a story.
So many interesting stories, huh?
So many great stories here.
All right.
Ashley O'Hara, come on down.
Oh, hey, bring out the class. Well, we got 5 minutes.
We got 5 minutes. Let's do this. How are you?
Some old school.
She's old school.
Yeah.
I think she came to me. You can't remember how we even met.
Pittsburgh. You're doing a yoga.
I was
thing.
doing a yoga class in
flight school.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, at the Yoga Hive at the time.
Sure.
You were doing a workshop, and
When was that?
2014.
I think. Yeah.
And then you came to India right away?
Time is passing, isn't it?
Okay.
Here you are,
What does
mother.
that mean?
I think that was right when Tarun was born, I think. Like you were
Yes, he
gonna,
was.
you were gonna
14.
you were gonna come to a workshop in Pittsburgh, but it was canceled because Tarun was being born. And then it was
It's a reasonable
rescheduled.
excuse. Can't come. My child's being born right now.
Reasonable. I've forgiven you.
Okay.
No,
And
but
then-
that's and then you said I take people to India, and I said you seem like a reasonable person to go to India with. Let's do it. So wait, that's what
Little did you know what you're getting into.
exactly. Right. But right away, I also then right after we did the pilgrimage, then I came to that first training here at the GV,
That's
and
right.
that was in 2015, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where did we go in
On pilgrimage, we did the
Up north?
yeah, all
Okay.
in Rajasthan.
We didn't go to Puri. Oh, we went to
It
Rajasthan.
was Rajasthan, Jaipur,
Udaipur.
Udaipur, and we
That's a great trip.
did the Hardwar, Rishikesh, and Vrindavan.
That's a great trip. Nice. And now you're fully in. You've been to India millions of times.
This is my 9th time.
Ninth time to
actually.
India. You got married to a great guy we love. You got a great kid.
This is Mila.
Hey, Mila, how are you?
She's 5 now.
Bigger and bigger and bigger every time I see you. And what's your realizations in Bhakti?
That Krishna is real and this is so magical, and I love Kirtan so much, and my life is just having feel like the thread that's been my tether in Bhakti really has been Kirtan and having great teachers like you guys and great friends in Bhakti. And it's just that's been my tether to keep coming back and celebrating this beautiful tradition with each other, feeling that love, right? Really, like Ginger was saying, really connecting to love is just a powerful current to keep coming back to, and that's why I keep wanting to keep going to Kirtan and keep playing Kirtan and keep talking about the philosophy and coming to India and being together. It's just to keeps on giving, the gift that keeps on giving.
Now, I don't know if you know this or not, but her husband is slowly getting chiefed. You picked that up, right?
He's been coming to the annual Super Soul pilgrimage.
He's like,
once
I'm
a
not
year.
into it. I just want to take photographs. But
Into it.
he's rendering all, serving out,
He was chopping wood.
chopping wood.
Does he have a Lord Jagannath tattoo yet?
No,
Okay.
not yet.
It's
Not
coming.
yet. But
Okay.
we're hoping that he'll come next year, right?
Never comes.
You know, Ashley and I were roommates the first time I went to Mayapur.
That's right.
In Mayapur.
Wow.
Yeah, roommates the first time. That's the first time we met each other, and he came close and had bucket showers. That was my first experience with bucket showers. We bonded over that.
Anyway, happy to see you so happy in Krishna consciousness, happily married, beautiful family. And she hosts us when we do Kirtan in Pittsburgh and yoga in Pittsburgh. And thank you so much. We're looking forward to getting back there.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, keep up the good work.
That's everyone's always asking me on our trip with Gauravani this time. They're like, how did you get into Bhakti? I'm like, well, this guy Raghunath walking around here. That's how I got into Bhakti. So I always appreciate you, Prabhu.
Thank you,
And
Prabhu.
You
feel the same way. Haribol.
I love you guys.
And thanks to everybody for joining us today. That is Meet the Pilgrims. And I tell you, I love hearing stories like this.
Yeah, I did too.
And then you start to realize there is such a weird magic going on.
It really is. It's hard to meet all these people in the amount of time we have. So this is a great way to do it, to get everybody's stories. And they're all special stories.
They're all special stories. They all have an element of magic in them. And you just
Magic.
really see God's reciprocation when you desire.
Yeah.
You desire a little. And
Crazy
he's
things
gonna
happen.
he's gonna come real quick.
You go to India trying to meet someone and you have no idea where you're going, and there they are.
There they are coming off. They were on your flight.
They're on your-
Unbelievable. Thanks everybody.
Want to talk to people?
Let the magic continue to flow. Howdy bo.